Hey everybody. For all those of you who have been playing, I have been doing way too much Marvel related content because technically the Ultraverse is Marvel. And I have not been doing any DC content, but we're going to change that. From February of 1966 to August 1967 was known in what is referred to as the Go-Go Check era of DC Comics. As most comics during that time were printed with a Go-Go Check banner over most of their comics. This was a short-run era in the Silver Age of DC Comics. Why did I bring this up? Well, because I managed to get my hands on two comics from that era. And we're going to be looking at one today. Specifically, issue number 131 from July 1966 of SuperBoy. And Crypto joins the Dog Legionaries. And this actually introduction of the Dog Legionaries. If you've watched the Crypto, the Superdog TV show, you're actually familiar with these dogs. But there's a lot of difference here, the dogs you see here, and the dogs that you'll see in the cartoons. And I'm going to tell you more. So our first story is Lex Luthor the Imp. And involves Lex Luthor using his scientific genius, or teenage Lex Luthor using his scientific genius to steal the powers of young Nixelplick. As young Nixelplick runs rampant in Smallville, young Luthor uses a scientific gizmo to steal his powers and copy them onto himself. And poor young Superman has to deal with not just one troublemaker, but now two, with the crazy universe-altering powers. Of course, Superman managed to get rid of one. Thankfully, but oh no. Something's wrong. Luthor reaches in backwards, but his powers are still there. Oh no! Bum bum bum! He finds out what happens when he decodes Luthor's name via numbers, is able to remove Luthor's powers when he uses the code the right way. And that ends our first story. And then we see what happens when Clark is attacked by fists from nowhere. Okay, essentially what happens is young Clark, Ma Candace is sick, but Clark has to take this magnet to class. This toy magnet to class to experiments. But young Superboy keeps getting attacked by these random hands. We find out eventually that fire actually stops them from attacking him. And the reason that they are attacking him actually is because of the magnet. The magnet actually was exposed to red kryptonite, and we know that causes strange effects. It's actually his own bare hand attacking him, but it's been modified. And fire alters the magnet's properties. And of course, with the mail sack and the commercial for Rocky and Bullwinkle. And then we meet the Legion of Super Dogs. Now, interesting here, the original Mammoth actually gets killed in the story. If you're familiar with the Legion of the Crypto Superdog cartoon, Mammoth is female. So there's one of the changes right there. She's a female Chihuahua. In this one, she's a male dog. So there's one of the changes right there. Also, here's the Space Canine Patrol agents. And Crypto gets the collar from him, becoming one of the agents. And Crypto goes to rescue them. And Crypto takes on the persona, similar to Clark, where he dons a pair of glasses. And dubs himself Secret Agent Airedale. And he acts like a Legion member, where he only has the one power. In this case, it's flight. So he can get put in with the other secret members. Also, while there's some of the familiar members you're familiar with, you have Hot Dog, Tusky Husky, Tail Terrier. You also have a member here that's not in the show, which is Chameleon Collie. Here, I believe in the show, they replace him with Brainy Barker. So they have to escape from these dog thieves. And the Crypto's powers are weakened because he ate a stick of gum that had kryptonite in it. Now, the Dog Stars didn't know the gum had kryptonite. They called them the Dog Stars in the show. Didn't know it had kryptonite in them when they offered it to Crypto. But just all the dogs give him to eat his gum. So Crypto kind of leads the pack to stop them. And he ends up saving the day with his pals. And, you know, the dogs say the only way they'll free the dog superheroes is if Crypto takes them to a place where there's no dog agents. He does, but he tricks them by taking them to a group where their cat allies can stop the dog allies. And it's kind of cool because it ends up with Crypto having his own little team. I give this a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed all 3 stories, and if you find this issue, I definitely recommend checking it out. This is the first time I've read anything from the Go-Go Check era of DC Comics, but I really enjoyed it. And I have another issue, issue 139, which you saw in my pickups video, which hopefully will be out first. And I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I'll give you my thoughts on that one when I get around to it. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground and your nose in a book, and I'll see you next time right here on Bucky749. So comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon for new, and I hope you enjoyed this look at the Go-Go Check era that ran from 1966 to 1967 in DC Comics Silver Age. That era also include comics featuring Bob Hope and Jerry Lewis. And they had some interesting ideas in their comics too, but I don't have any of their comics. Alright, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon for new, and I'll see you next time.